Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me? I do hope so. Ooh, should I be streaming this on Twitch as well? I got to change all the settings. Now I got to try and remember how to do that quickly. Very quickly. Wrong one. Stream manager. Edit stream info. All right. I think I got this. I got this. Done it. Eh? So, there is no actual plan at all. I just thought I would go a little bit early and chat with you guys and see what's happening so we can get it out of the way before the gameplay. We're talking about my preferred whiskey, are we? Do you need to change the light bulb? The light. Okay, you guys are already being weird. It's like 1 minute in and I'm already like, what? Knurter, remember for 2 months. Hey, look, that works. Twitch connection has expired. Please log out and log back in. Wait, why does the Twitch connection expire? Don't do that. It's very annoying. A proper ramble. A true ramble. Hey, we're just, you know. Oh, so I've now logged out of it. To log back in, and the whole thing's just totes failing on me. Gopher, do you know how to travel back in time? With or without medicinal aid? I mean, you know. Just asking. I'm trying to log into this damn thing. How's the weather in Norway? Very boringly Norwegian. Probably not exactly exactly what you want to hear. I mean, it's actually quite nice and cheerful looking, but it is chilly now. The temperature has shifted as it does at this time of year, and we're into that period where you know winter is coming. Not to try and play on the old meme there. Twitch has been having issues since Monday. Well, this was Streamlabs events, actually. For some odd reason, the whole recent events tab was like, I don't want to do. Who was that? The Kraken 3 resub. Thank you very much. That's Twitch. Right, there we go. I've got it. It's up. It's running. It seems to have a session thing with Streamlabs. Maybe I have to log in and out of Streamlabs a bit more often. You're waiting for the heat to come here in Finland. Oh, wow. Whoa. You don't have heating? Why wouldn't the heating be on in Finland? Is your power out? You'll take Scandinavian weather over UK weather, flooding here. Oh, I wouldn't swap weathers with you. How is my Fallout London playthrough doing? It's doing fine. I was just in the middle of editing episode 70-something. So, and I've got slightly too much footage for an episode. I'm trying to keep the episodes consistent and not allow my usual thing of just wandering off to 55 minutes mark. So, Gonna have to see if I can smudge some of it to another episode, but it's just not easy, you know. You can make them longer. No, I can't. That's the thing. The analytics. Basically, what I need to do is try and keep all of my videos under about 2 minutes. That's the key demographic now. Yeah, the long form ones are getting hit harder and harder and harder. Welcome, minion. No complaints about. Look, I know there's a bunch of people who'll say, "Yeah, no, I'll watch a longer one," but the numbers don't lie. The engagement drops off quite a lot, I'm afraid. You're a bit behind on Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is almost over. It's about 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks! So I better start editing the Skyrim videos. I need to edit those as well. You're really enjoying the Folon vids, but your hobby is having a lot of quest bugs. Are you having problems like that? I'm having very minor problems, but nothing really major with quests. I'll have things like there'll be an optional quest objective that will remain even though technically the quest is over or something. And the worst problem I've had with Fallout London is the map markers being somewhat hard to use at times. But it's not like game ruining, but sometimes it can be like, wait. And it is very hard to move around London. It's really hard to move around London because there's so much impassable rubble. So that's probably my biggest two problems. Other than that, I've been having a fairly easy time of it. I mean, it's a challenging mod. It really is. But for example, crashes, I do have them, but usually it's like every 5, 6, 7 hours, maybe I'll get a crash. What will usually happen, actually, is I'll get a crash in a certain place. And then I'll go back and I'll redo it and I'll get a crash in the same place. And so what I've found works better when I find that is to restart the game, load it up, get close to the point where the crash is occurring, and then slow down. And, just move a little slower. Because it usually happens when I'm like, running somewhere. So it gives me the feeling that maybe there's just too much loading in or something. Can't wait for you to meet yourself. I've got a feeling it's not going to happen anytime bloody soon. I have not met Camelot. I've not met the Gentry. I've met the Pistols now. I've met the Fifth Column technically, as in I've passed some of them on the street, but I've never spoken to any. So technically I haven't met the Fifth Column either. And as far as I know, the Gentry, the Fifth Column, and Camelot are the 3 big factions, which means at episode 70, 7 or something, I still haven't met any of the major factions. This is going to be a very long playthrough, I imagine. There is so much to do. So yeah, I mean, that would be kind of like playing 77 episodes of Fallout 4 and you've not met the Brotherhood, the Institute, or who's the other? What are the 3? The Railroad. Imagine not having met Brotherhood, Railroad, or Institute, episode 77. You're level 65 and just getting to Camelot. Well, I'm not even remotely that high level either. I mean, You followed my Fallout Folon install tutorials to the letter, but there's only partial audio. It's like the rest doesn't exist. Have any idea what could be causing that? No idea, actually. That's an odd one. You should report that in their Discord. Although, again, that's such a weird one. I'm not even totally sure what that could be. Snake Doctor, thank you for the remember. 73 months on YouTube. You dropped Fallout London. You have several crashes a session. Yeah, I can imagine if you get in the crashes too often, it can become really annoying. So the Folon playthrough will be at least 300 episodes. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm really not. I am totally. The thing is I get the feeling that sort of because I'm doing the main quest, but I'm also doing some of the side quests as I meet them along the way. I'm probably going slower than most of you. For example, I'm coming across things where I'm beginning to wonder, am I unable to finish this quest? Because there's one place I'm trying to get to finish a quest that a companion gave me, and I can't get in there for the life of me. So I basically stopped and thought to myself, well, either it's bugged or this is just one of those things where I'll be able to go there later or something, but I've got something else to do. But yeah, had to stop London after I got a point every second quest where I had to use the console to finish. I've not had anything like that. And maybe the fact that I am focusing on the side quest rather than the main quest might actually work to my advantage if they get a patch out in the next few weeks. I mean, yeah. So far, you haven't found any place that's for sure unreachable. Well, I don't want to spoil things, and I certainly don't want people to spoil it for me. So I think we should drop that. But I just get this feeling when I asked someone whether I could go to this area, I was basically told, "You're a nobody, bugger off." You're not on the list. Fine. So I did try to find some alternate ways in, but to no avail. So I'm Twitch is feeling neglected. Show some love for resubs. I resubbed Knerter. Oh, did I missed Sweepium and Artonato? Oh, and the Kraken 3. Sorry, thank you for the resubs. Oh, and No Flying Bunny resub. 104 months in a row. Thank you for the resub. So yeah. So anyway, I just decided to myself, well, there must be a list somewhere. I need to get on the list. And I thought I'll just do some other things. And I've got a feeling those other things will probably have to be the main quest. So you finished your first playthrough of Fallout London and loved it, but I'm waiting for the next bug fixing patch at least before doing my next playthrough. What I can say is I saw an announcement today. I think they're making quite a lot of effort to fix an awful lot of things in one big patch rather than rolling out lots of little patches and, you know, fixing stuff but maybe breaking one or two things. Because they actually got some outside help in to fix a number of things by the looks of things. And the message we got on the Discord was it's taken some time, but the results seem really good. Because they've got some people in, I think, who've got like more expertise in certain areas. I think like Face Gen was one of them. So I'm hoping that the next patch will be a big one that really fixes a lot of things. But overall, I'm still absolutely amazed by this mod. What do I just sort of So your issues were with the roundels onwards. I've not even met the roundels. I've not even met the roundels. This gives you an idea of how much more I have got to discover. Oh, and I tell you what, taking the Sleepwalker trait was a mixed bag. It's been a blessing in that sometimes it just shoves me somewhere and lets me discover something I wouldn't have otherwise discovered or may not have discovered, and also gives me an excuse to do more side quests because I'll be like, fine, well, I've woke up here now, I might as well do this thing that I wasn't totally sure I was going to do. But sometimes, oh my god, it's an absolute utter curse. Oh my god, there's been a couple of times where it's like, oh my god. Oh. Yeah. I assumed the sleepwalking trait was similar to Kingdom Come Deliverance's, and I believe it's inspired by that. But in Kingdom Come Deliverance, there was a radius around where you went to sleep where you could wake up. So if you were in Rattay, for example, you might wake up somewhere in the graveyard in Rattay, or you might wake up behind someone's barn, or maybe you'd be out on one of the buildings slightly outside of Rattay. Fallout London, it was like, oh my god, how the hell did I get here? You know, you're looking at it thinking, I'm guessing they must have some kind of check so as not to let you really get somewhere you're not supposed to. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll wake up somewhere. Maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the way to get to this area that they won't let me into because I'm not on the list. Just keep sleeping until it happens. They've pushed back the release of VTMB 2 to the next year. Oh, I was not even aware. Opinionated, sorry. I read that as an S for some reason. Opinionated. That I was not even aware there was a new release date. So the fact that it's been pushed back to next year is actually good news for me. I'm like, oh, it's still coming? Kingdom Come Deliverance implemented it a lot better. To be honest, Folon's is annoying in comparison. I would say Folon's needs tweaking. I think what they should do is have a maximum range for your wandering. So right now it seems to be completely random. Whereas what I think it should do is it should there should be like, I don't know, one layer out or something. Fallout London playthrough reminds a lot of the Fallout 3 Joshua. Well, to be honest with you, there is a lot of similarity between Joshua and Doug, except Doug is kind of charismatic. You know, he could charm people, whereas Joshua couldn't. Joshua was a bit of a brainiac. Science, intelligence, you know, energy weapons. Doug's a bit more rough and ready. But Doug's turning out to use melee a lot because it seems like Fallout London is really, really, I don't know, I wouldn't say balanced, but well suited for a melee playthrough. I mean, very well suited for a melee playthrough. I'm still using, even at episode 77, I'm still using a variety of weapons. But what I found was focusing on melee was helpful because when it got to melee, oh my god, was the game tough. You know, when you had a couple of hooligans rushing at you in melee and you weren't good at melee, oh my god, it got really painful. It was so difficult to use the weapons against them. So becoming good at melee definitely seems like a major thing. But I was not genuinely planning on that. When I originally did it, I thought to myself, oh, you know, I'm going to go rifles and shotguns and, you know, I'm just going to be, I don't know. I was imagining maybe a switchblade or two or something, broken bottle to the face kind of thing. Never imagined I'd end up running around with a bloody longsword. But hey, Maybe when I finally discovered Camelot, I'll fit right in. Although I just, for some reason, think Doug's going to be a bit like bunch of daft buggers. Where do you think Fallout 5 will be? Sometime far, far in the future? Fallout 5? I'm guessing 36. Unless Bethesda finally do it and finally get enough people that they can work on 2 games at once. I'm thinking 2036. You know. I'm thinking I'm going to be officially old. I know you said where. But like the best I can do is give you a date. Because the where is like, I don't know, somewhere in America. Would you be more excited about a new Elder Scrolls or Fallout game? Elder Scrolls, I'm ready for an Elder Scrolls game. I am ready for an Elder Scrolls game. Fallout 4 was a bit of a disappointment. Fallout London's not been. I'm going to admit this. Fallout London has been, like, I think in many ways, the sort of Fallout experience I was hoping Fallout 4 would be. It is a little rough around the edges. It's true that, you know, there's a few bugs and instabilities, etc. But it's far more of the Fallout game I wanted from Fallout 4 than Fallout 4 was. So Fallout 4 was a bit of a disappointment. Starfield, obviously, that seems to have fallen flat. The modding scene's there, but it doesn't seem as energized, and I can't get energized by it either. I'm hoping we get Elder Scrolls 6 and it's just a return to like a proper Elder Scrolls game. So Fallout 4 is honestly an incredible platform for standalone Fallout mods. Yeah, maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't hate Fallout 4, but then I don't hate Starfield either. And I will say the Fallout 4 modding community was way more energized than the Starfield modding community seemed to be. At least there seems to be more momentum. But I'm really hoping Bethesda are paying attention to Fallout London, because definitely that's the direction I think Fallout 4 should have been. Fallout London, I'll say this now. I sometimes forget that Fallout London is a Fallout 4 mod. For some odd reason, it feels a bit more like a Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas mod. Because it plays more like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. So, yeah. Fallout Oslo. But, yeah. Anyway, so have we covered everything really? Just general chit chat about my progress through Fallout London. Yeah? Fallout Blackpool. Oh, I would play that. Skyrim was a great foundation, but I feel Enderall was the better game. Enderall was a great game, but honestly, again, I think Skyrim and Enderall, even though they use the same engine, different things, different beasts. I could imagine playing Enderall 2 or 3 times through, maybe. I couldn't imagine playing it 20 times through. Very different games in a weird way. Whereas oddly enough, I feel like Fallout London is a game I will probably want to play 4 or 5 times. Obviously, I won't do a Let's Play for each one, but I've got a feeling I definitely want to go and do a bit more of a nasty, unpleasant playthrough. And if there are 3 major factions, I'm guessing there's 3 major endings. And I really kind of feel like I'd like to experience that more than I wanted to with Fallout 4. It also feels like, I mean, I'm going to have to gauge it. But it also feels, you know, less restricted by the main quest. So there is a large Skyrim creation that came out. Which one? What's the new creation? I want Fallout Liverpool. Fallout Red Dead Redemption. Oh dear, oh dear. What's the new creation? The new big creation for Skyrim? Tales of Blood and Snow. Okay, is it sort of like expansion pack size? Is a simpler way of putting this? Is it a possible chapter 12 of Leonard? Is it like enough content that I could get a good, 15 to 25 or even more episodes? Is it that kind of content? Because if so, yay! Fallout game with horses would be incredible. Yeah, oh, it's DLC size apparently. All right, you know what? I will check it out once I finish Bard's College. It's Dawnguard sized. Oh, right then. Yep. I'm going to get pulled in and be playing another paid mod and get tons of crap from people online. I don't really care. But actually, I've been surprised how little grief the paid mods like Bard's College have actually received. Looking at my videos, there's very few people who come along with the sort of toxicity. One or two, but it's actually quite rare. So, I mean, it wouldn't stop me anyway. Bard's College is a cool mod, definitely. Anyway, guys, time is up. The whole idea about doing this quick ramble, talk about random things, is to just get it off the chest. And yes, I was actually beating my chest there, like trying to brush something off. So that we can just get right into the gameplay for those who just want gameplay. The DLC type stuff is probably what people want from paid mods. It's definitely what I wanted from it. Let's say that. When it first came out with the Creation Club, I actually released a video before they announced what they were releasing and said, hey, this could be good if they get third-party teams, big teams, to do big mods. Like the sort of stuff you just wouldn't probably see. Or you might see once in a blue moon. Now you might see them more often. And what you're saying is, apparently we're going to see yet another one for Skyrim. And that very fact will probably annoy some people. They'll be like, oh my God, this is why we don't have an Elder Scrolls 6. Because people like you are still playing Skyrim. It's all your fault. Yes, indeed. Okay, ladies and gents, thanks for listening to me ramble. I'll be back in a couple of minutes for Baldur's Gate 3. That will be starting a whole new broadcast. And probably a whole new Twitch as well. We'll do the whole new thing. But it's set up on YouTube, the whole new broadcast. So join me there for actual gameplay. Sort of. Probably some random rambling in middle of it anyway, because it's just how it happens. So, see you guys in a few minutes.